Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachah Kodash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Okay, I want to say salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim, Sadakim, that do this thing, they have most truth and sincerity. I'm the priest Shaman. This week's topic, we're going to be discussing the department that was created for, a new department that is called the Task Force for Declassification. Okay, so this particular department task force is going to be handling declassified files, such as the JFK assassination, the MLK assassination, and the Epstein client list. Okay, and I remember Elon Musk in an interview with Tucker Carlson said the reason they didn't want Trump is because he was going to release the Epstein client list. I stipulated something similar. I said I think the reason this opposition wanted to kill him because he's one of the few presidents that will launch federal and state investigations, and that has since come to pass. I mean, since he's been in office, he's fucked up the bag for a lot of, it depends on what side you lean on, right? Not per se what side you lean on, but what side of this left wing, right wing, whatever policies align with your personal interests. For example, let's use Lockheed Martin, right? Part of the military industrial complex. They don't give a fuck who the president is. They don't care if we go to war in Ukraine or go to war in Russia, go to war in goddamn Tibet. They just know, okay, conflict money. Since Trump been in though, the Lockheed Martin stock has been down 30%. If you look at the 3-month chart, it's been down 30% because he doesn't utilize the military in that way. You know, like I said, he stages the military against whatever opposition they're going to, and then send in Delta Force. So their stock has been plummeting. CNBC, okay, is facing a $20 billion, not a $10 billion lawsuit anymore, a $20 billion lawsuit, all right, for tampering with election, defamation of assassination of character, all these sorts of things. And mind you, they're a $6 billion company, so you could see that there were people that had vested interest in this guy just getting nicked out. And that's how come Joe Biden, he did, like, you know, preemptive pardons, you know, well, some very notable ones, like his son, Hunter Biden. He did one on Anthony Fauci dating back to 2014. Now, the funny thing with Anthony Fauci's situation is that there's still state charges being brought up against him, because a federal pardon pardons you from federal investigation charges, right? But it doesn't pardon you from state. And also, he lost his security detail. So, you know, when they switched administration, so that guy right there, you know, hey, keep an eye out if something happened to him. But yeah, you know, so they're revealing, the Most High is revealing a lot of things, all right, and he's using these Edomites to pretty much destroy each other from within, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what the scripture says in the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 8. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, right? So when this dude Trump was running, the so-called left, all right, was weaponizing the DOJ against him, brought up charges with Stormy Daniels, all these different things. Yeah, he popped up, you know, and paid her off. But, you know, you have the statutes of limitation. They try to do a whole bunch of things to hinder this guy from running. But he, you know, he stayed up in there. Now that he's in, he's doing the same shit back to them. So, for example, the DOJ has dropped charges against Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, which, you know, if you've been following these lessons, I think that's why this dude, the Mayor Adams of New York, flipped and went with Trump, because he didn't want to get hit with those bribery charges. You know, he was going to face some major litigation. And, you know, you broker a deal, quid pro quo. If you get in, you know, don't, you know, drop those charges against me. And sure enough, the DOJ dropped those federal charges against Adams. So he played the move smart. Now, the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, she kind of fucked herself by not playing ball with Trump, because now, guess what? The DOJ is they're doing a lawsuit against her and Letitia James. Letitia James was the Attorney General overseeing, all right, the President Trump case. So it seems like now that this guy's in, he's going against them. So they're just going back and forth. And like I said, this dude brings a lot of volatility. You're going to always have a topic, but it seems like, you know, hey man, the Most High is having them duke it out. It says, so they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So a lot of the dirt that comes out, you know, you find out that it's Edomites telling on Edomites. You know what I'm saying? There's Edomites within the CIA, the United States CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, that's going against other members of the CIA and FBI. And yeah, you also have so many different agencies. Really, the DIA is a big one as well. And man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? One thing this dude Trump is doing too, he's downsizing the government. So far, and you could go to the Doge website, the Department of Government Efficiency website, they tell you, you know, how they saving money. The buybacks, the buying back of employees. So far, they bought 60,000 government employees resigned. It's supposed to be an annual saving of 30 billion. So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 19 verse 2 says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother. And in the past, this has happened. You had the Civil War, okay? These people right now, okay, depending on what side they lean on, okay, so there's gonna be huge conflicts, man. All right, and right now we're seeing, I'll say, lesser luminaries like these politicians, all right, go at each other. You know, it's just mafia shit, bro. It's mafia shit. This is no different than when Gotti took out that former boss, and then that boss takes out that boss, and just like how the mafia fell from within, this is no fucking different, man. See? Now, don't get it twisted. They're all going to further one particular agenda. And that was something I was also, you know, meditating on. Like, really, okay, this is what I played out of my mind. What if they killed Trump and Biden did win, right? What did that happen? The same thing would essentially be played out, right? Because you'd have the right saying, you'd have the right saying, yo, they're taking away our rights. This is a da-da-da arguing and civil uproars and all this type of shit, protest going crazy, right? And the everything is corrupt, right? That would have happened. But the same thing is happening regardless if Trump won, because now the left is saying they're taking away our democracy. So you see what I'm saying? It's like the elites really don't care about who wins the elections. They don't care about the event. Why? Because they've compromised both sides of the outcome. Okay, they're both in support of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking that's pretty interesting, because literally it could have played out with either one of them guys going out, man. But if Trump got assassinated on national TV, live TV, his brains blown out, man, that would have been epic. That would have been like a public example right there of what to do if you ever try to resist or come against certain bureaucracies, not politicians, but because the bureaucracies, those people that, you know, behind the scenes that, you know, puppeteer the politicians. It says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against city, and kingdom against kingdom, right? So powers against powers is going down, man. All right. And you know, this dude Trump said he's gonna announce all by name where some of this wasteful billions and millions of taxpayer dollars was going to. And that's really the thing, bro. You got to look at who's actually dishing out the names, because people like Alex Jones, the globalist elite, he's not giving you no fucking names, bro. He's just all sensational, no real journalism. It's just hard speculation and shit like that. But when you start naming names, that's when you really get canceled, bro. That's when you start pinning, you know, actual names and actual events to people. That's the shit that gets you terminated. But if you're saying globalist elites and global, and you're not naming nobody, they'll let you rock with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because who gives a shit? You know. Luke 11:17 says, but he knowing their thoughts said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Right. So every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, man. All right. So the Edomite kingdom, that's how it's going to come to an end. The Edomite kingdom, all right, America is going to be destroyed. America is run by Edomites. Israel is run by Edomites, whether they're so-called Jews or Americans here. Russia is run by Edomites. Guess what? They don't all see eye to eye. They have a conflict. They have conflict in interest, and the Mossad is going to stir them up to do World War III, okay? And they're going to shoot missiles upon each other simultaneously while Yahushua comes back and beam this place with with laser beams, man. You see? It says, divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against a house falleth. Right. So a house divided against a house falleth. Hey, just like our rulership, right? The nation of Israel, that's how we fell. You know, we were a divided kingdom. Literally, the one that when the kingdom got split up between Solomon and, oh man, was it Jeroboam? I believe it was Jeroboam. Got 10 tribes. Solomon got 3. No. Yes. And then Rehoboam came in and took over Solomon's slot, if I'm not mistaken. So you had Rehoboam and Jeroboam ruling the northern and southern kingdom. Brothers could correct me if I'm wrong on the comment boards, but I believe that's what it was. But shortly after, guess what? That led to our downfall. You know, so that's just how things are, man. You know, this is how things are. It says, if Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? And it can't stand. All right, it's just a matter of time. All right, this place is prophesied to go down. And what we see now is really also still a part of prophecy. It says, against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? Because ye say that I cast out devils through Beelzebub. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Oh man, I'm gonna keep bringing this scripture out, man. I don't care. I'm gonna keep bringing this one out. Luke 12:2, man. It says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Right, so cutthroat shit we see in pawn sacrifice. You know, some of these elites, some of these lesser luminaries that played ball on one side, and got other lesser luminaries locked up and facing federal charges and all these different things. Guess what? Flip side, now you're trying to get burnt. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff is very exciting, man. It's like, damn, you can't even really keep up, goddamn near. You know, every time you're doing a lesson on something else just pop out. So who knows what the hell the next day is gonna bring. But they are moving quickly with a lot of shit. You know? So let's see what this department discloses, okay? They've already said they're not trying to lean on sensationalism. They're not trying to lean on conspiratorial shit. They just want solid facts. That's how I am, bro. I want just solid facts before I stipulate anything. And that's the sort of the route they're going to go into. So, for example, she was mentioning the fact that there were 2 shooters. They have legitimate documentations to back that claim. And they're going to, concerning the JFK assassination, they're going to bring that out. So, let's see how this shit plays out. Exciting times. With that, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rachak Kodash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim, Zadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.